Students, what's the funniest technology malfunction you've ever seen during an exam? I was halfway through my computer science final when Dylan suddenly started flapping his arm in the front row like he was trying to flag down an airplane. At first, nobody cared. Dylan was the type who always made unnecessary noise. But then he leaned back and stage whispered, "Yo, everything's open." That got my attention. The test was supposed to be locked down inside some secure exam environment that gave us nothing but Python code questions and despair. No browsers, no apps, no freedom. Just a gray screen of death worth 30% of our grade. I glanced at my monitor and sure enough, one of my tabs was blinking. That shouldn't even be possible. I clicked it and nearly fell out of my chair. Google, wide open. A full, unrestricted internet connection staring back at me. The girl next to me, Kayla, peeked over, saw my screen, and instantly tried it on hers. Boom, same thing. Word spread through the rows like wildfire. Within seconds, half the class had ditched the test and gone full digital outlaw. And I don't mean quietly browsing for answers. No, people lost their minds. Ethan in the back row fired up Minecraft and started constructing what looked suspiciously like a block-by-block replica of our school, complete with TNT wired into where the principal's office would be. Kayla dove headfirst into YouTube tutorials, nodding like she was deep in concentration, while actually watching someone explain eyeliner techniques. The absolute legend was Jordan. He opened ChatGPT and fed it every single exam question word for word. The dude literally had AI writing his final while Mrs. Patterson strolled by, smiled, and said, "Excellent focus, Jordan. I can tell you're really analyzing the code." He nodded back like the world's most innocent criminal. Meanwhile, the teacher just kept patrolling with her clipboard, glowing with pride at how focused her students were. She walked past Ethan's Minecraft fortress, gave him a thumbs up, and whispered, "Keep up the concentration." Ethan had just detonated virtual TNT. I sat there having a moral crisis. Do I grind through the test like some kind of academic martyr or join the chaos? The decision got made for me when my test froze on question 15. Suddenly, I was on Reddit, reading an argument about whether hot dogs count as sandwiches. For the next 45 minutes, the exam room was less testing environment and more teenage internet cafe. Some kids were streaming Twitch, others were online shopping. At one point, I swear I heard the faint sound of Netflix autoplaying. All the while, Mrs. Patterson paced the aisles like she was guarding state secrets, blissfully unaware that her final exam had turned into a LAN party. And then the door opened. Mr. Dalton, the school's tech coordinator, walked in to check on the system. The look on his face when he saw 15 glowing browser tabs, one active Minecraft session, and a kid scrolling for Jordans on Foot Locker was unforgettable. He didn't yell right away. He just stood there in stunned silence, blinking like he'd walked in on a crime scene. Then he lunged into action, shutting down monitors, pulling Ethernet cables, sputtering about catastrophic firewall collapse, while Mrs. Patterson turned 17 shades of red. The meltdown was spectacular. She realized her model students had been running wild under her nose and looked personally betrayed by the entire sophomore class. Kids tried scrambling back to the test like nothing had happened, but the damage was already logged. The school system tracked every click, every site, every video. There was a digital receipt for all of it. The aftermath became legend. 34 students had their exams wiped and were forced to retake them under what the administration called maximum security protocols. Translation: every screen mirrored onto a giant projector while an administrator hovered like a prison guard. Parents got called, conferences were held, and Dylan, the kid who started it all by announcing everything's open, was banned from using school computers for the rest of junior year. Kayla complained that it wasn't fair since everyone did it, but her defense kind of fell apart when the IT log showed she'd spent 37 straight minutes on a makeup channel. Ethan was grilled about why he built a digital bomb under the principal's office. His answer? Artistic expression. As for Jordan, the AI prodigy, he somehow ended up with the best grade on the retake because he'd at least seen the questions once before. Every time Mrs. Patterson calls on him in class now, kids whisper, "Ask ChatGPT." And Mrs. Patterson herself, she patrols exams like she's running airport security. Every 5 minutes, she scans our screens, squinting like she expects someone to whip out Netflix mid-essay. Do I regret joining the digital anarchy instead of finishing the test properly? Not even a little. Watching a computer science final transform into a full-blown internet free-for-all was the best 45 minutes of school I've ever had. The retake was brutal, but the memory worth every second.